All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you have an older vehicle, or if you're getting into the older vehicle market, which is the best market you can get into, there's things that you have to know about this market. One, junkyards are going to be your best friend. You'll be able to find a bunch of used good parts for your vehicle. This is the original the little knob for my seat adjustment. Somebody broke it. And I found it at the junkyard for basically I guess like $5. So it's not a bad deal. And I could just take the cover off from that. This is just an example. My door handle was bad, this little knob. So I found another one, $5. That's not a bad deal. And then my little corner panel on my orange Ellie, as you can see right there, it's bad. So I found another one here. They charged me $10 for that. And then I found another one of the coin trays, because my coin tray, as you can see, it is busted up. I will show you. There you go. So I just got another one right now. This is just a quick example of what, one of the things that you're going to have to look forward to when you get a used car or buy an older vehicle. The other thing is, hopefully you can find one with the factory radio. It's very satisfying to have the buttons, the knobs. You could always upgrade your radio, yes. But before you upgrade your radio and you buy a used car, obviously you're going to want to repair it, check it, do the maintenance, all the important mechanical stuff first. Now, once you get all your mechanical, if you want to mess with the radio, you can. If not, you could always leave your factory radio. This one right here has no USB, but it has an auxiliary connection right there. So this is an element, has basically the power socket and the auxiliary. It has the XM radio, but it never came with a Bluetooth. It's a 2008. Bluetooth weren't really available for these cars back then, but they have transmitters. So you could either get a FM transmitter. This is the FM transmitter right here. It basically goes hooked up into your power socket, just like that. It'll give you two connections for power. This one particularly has the phone, answering, Bluetooth, SD card, and USB, and it's got the AUX. So you could use it with your, phone, any MP3 player, an SUV player, whatever you have. My only issue with this one is that it has a lot of static sometimes because it uses your radio signal. So yeah, you could have a really good sound, but every once in a while it'll crackle. The other option, if you have the AUX, is this one right here. This is basically a car Bluetooth audio receiver that works with your AUX. That means it doesn't depend on your radio. It goes straight into your AUX. You put it on your CD auxiliary, and then that's it. So I usually use the FM transmitter, but lately I've been really annoyed by the fact that I get a lot of static. So I'm switching out to this one right here. These are two options, and you can, I found this one for $7.50 at Walmart. Not a bad deal. And the cool thing about this one is, once again, if you could withstand and you're okay with the little static here and there, it has a USB, it has a SD micro, it does everything for you on this little device, and that is pretty cool. This one, on the other hand, it's just going to do Bluetooth. That's it. It's not going to be able to connect any USB, which to me, I'm cool with that. So let me show you how this one works real quick, and then you'll see what I mean. But first, let's look at the USB transmitter. Once I turn the car on, basically you see how it's got the radio already. You hook it up. It's going to power up, and it's going to give me the info. It's on 94.3, and then it's 94.3, and then now you have a radio. You're good to go. And it'll work, and it'll do everything that you want. But once again, you'll get static. That's option number one. All right, so option number two, basically, you'll need a power socket, okay? You will need to basically hook up the power socket and the USB, just like that. You see that? That's where your hookup comes in. This powers up the little USB device that's right here. And then you just hook it up to your auxiliary. You switch out your option to auxiliary. On your phone, you basically look for the name of the Bluetooth for this little device. You hook up the Bluetooth, and then you should be ready to go. So let's try to do that real quick. We'll power it up, and then we'll go from there. And then you hook it up to your USB. And I can already see the blue light flashing, so let me hook it up. All right, so as you can see, it's really easy to hook up. The Bluetooth sounds amazing, no static. It's perfect. Now, once again, this is just an option. You know, when you have this Bluetooth, it sounds perfect. And I mean perfect. So when you have a older vehicle that has no Bluetooth on the radio and you don't want to replace your radio, like I said, you could either go with option number one, which is this older, I guess it's an older version of the FM transmitter with a lot of static. It does have really cool options like the SD card, the Bluetooth, the USB and the auxiliary in this. It answers phones. It's really nice. I got it for $7. Got 2 power connections, no problem. Or you could just get this pretty quick, and you could always get like a little adapter for your power. You see that right there? You hook up one. This one could be for your phone. One of those connections could be for your phone. The other one for the Bluetooth adapter, and you get amazing sound with no static. So if you have an older vehicle, you're looking for a Bluetooth adapter, these are your 2 options. I think the better option without having to replace your radio is this one right here. And I'm telling you right now, I didn't even know these things existed. I never really thought about them, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Be good out there. Stay in your element, stay safe. And remember, this is a good option, guys, for vehicles that have no Bluetooth, all right? Be good out there and be safe.